Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to be doing something with a couple of old adjustable wrenches and also the contents of this cardboard box. So I'll let you see what's in there. So this little one's about 7 inches long. The lower jaw is pretty bent and starting to peel away, so we're going to have to do something with that. I can't offhand see where it's made by or who it's made by. I think it says Sheffield on it, as you would expect for most things steel and most things British. This is a 12-inch Gen Bro, and that's number 35. That's British also. The jaw action is a bit tight in certain areas. Seems to go up okay, but that's just going to need a bit of a tart up. So I'll take that apart, get it cleaned up, and now we've got something interesting in the box. Nicely packaged. So I got this off eBay, or I got these off eBay, and there is a reason for it, and that will become very obvious when I tell you what it is. Right, so we've got 3 Imperial adjustable spanners. These are going to need a good clean up before I can properly see who they're made by. In fact, they don't seem to have any names on them, with the exception of that, which is a rat spanner. I've not come across these before. I've seen one before, for sale since on eBay, and the reason it's relevant to me is because I work in pest control, and rats are obviously one of my species that I have to control. So I thought these look nice with a good clean up. Probably not going to do much more to them than that, but we'll see whether we can get them greased up and back into working condition. I'm going to leave those ratcheting spanners soaking in that deoxy for a good while. They're basically hollow inside, and all the bearings were looking very rusty, so I'm going to have to allow the deoxy to do its work on the rust. Then I'm going to have to use something like brake cleaner or WD-40 to try and flush the whole lot out and hope for the best then. But in the meantime, I will give these a good coating in WD-40 and see whether I can get some movement out of them. One out could be a little bit more challenging. Not sure whether you can see or not. Although the screws protruding, it's actually half of the header's actually snapped off. So we'll see how we go with that one. After much battering and hammering, it's ended up like this, which is pretty good. So what I need to do now is drill a hole and rivet through it. And I think they've come out really nicely. With these ratcheting spanners, I did put some oil down and run them round, and that brought out a load more crud that was in there, but they're about as good as they can get. I've not found any information on rat spanners. If anyone out there does know anything, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. But before I get on to the two adjustables, I've got an apology to make. So it's confession time. Firstly, I do need to apologise about the state of this vice that I've been using. It may look as though it's come out of a tool haul that's been left in a damp garage for a long time, but it's actually not. It is my own, and I've let it get into a terrible state. Really have. I'm disappointed in myself, to say the least. This, I think, is going to have to be revived and turned into a project at some point, because I can't leave it like this. Shame on me. I hope you'll forgive me. But anyway, back to the important things now. So now that that's over and done with, I've not found any manufacturer's markings on the little one at all, apart from Sheffield. It's come out okay. Everything works as it is. It's still bent. I've not managed to be able to get any level of straightness into that, but I do need some kind of press for that. This one is the Gembro one. I did find some information on that as well. So the name Gembro comes from Jenks Brothers. I haven't been able to find any information when they were actually formed, but they only went up to about 1937, so this is pre-1937. After 37, they basically got taken over by John Shaw and Sons of Wolverhampton. But apparently Gembro tools were quite often featured in the toolkits of Vincent motorcycles, so quite interesting. Obviously not this size. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.